Biden made his presidential debut on the international stage today, at least virtually, giving his first major foreign policy address to America's longtime allies via video link at the Munich Security Conference.
I'm sending a clear message to the world. America is back. The transatlantic alliance is back. And we are not looking backward. We are looking forward together. We must demonstrate that democracy can still deliver for our people in this changed world. That, in my view, is our galvanizing mission. Democracy doesn't happen by accident. We have to defend it, fight for it, strengthen it, renew it.
Susan, I'd like to begin with you. Let's say America's newspaper orders up, commissions tonight, an A1 news analysis sidebar for tomorrow, 200 words, calling for your assessment of this still young, month-long presidency and this new president. What would you say? What would you write?
Well, quite a change from the previous president. That's pretty clear. I think Joe Biden has been really consistent with what he said he was going to do. The speech he gave today to the Munich Security Conference, very much like the one he gave to that same conference 2 years ago when he was just running for president. I think he succeeded in lowering the temperature a bit in Washington. We now can take a weekend off and not worry about the president tweeting something so provocative. We all have to run back to work. But the big problems remain. And the biggest one of all is this COVID pandemic. The president has made that his top priority. He has very little choice about that. Achieving almost anything else depends on getting this pandemic under control, and that's where his prime focus is.
Susan, coming off your first answer, you're right. It is a neck-snapping change of pace in terms of both style and substance in this White House. And as you heard the president announce today, the United States of America is back. We're back in the Paris Climate Accords. We're back into talking to Iran and treating them as a player. Not all of it will go over on the Republican side of the aisle, but talk about what a sea change this is, what it must feel like to be looking at this from the presidential palace in France, the chancellor's office in Germany, in the UK.
Well, a pretty welcome change on the part of our European partners, to be sure. But, you can't just flip a switch and go back to the era of foreign affairs and relations that we had before President Trump took office. And that is, I think, one hard reality that Joe Biden's facing. Certainly Chancellor Merkel and French President Macron are relieved to have Joe Biden, whom they know well, and whose approach to the world they agree with, to have him in power. But both of them also talked today about Europe's need to maintain a certain degree of independence from the United States, a slightly different relationship than we had 4 or 5 years ago. And so this is going to be a new and different world. And I think that President Biden actually acknowledged that and saying, we're going to look forward, not going to look back. Partly that's because we do not have the option of looking back and saying, these past 4 years, forget about it. Let's go back to the way things were before.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.